Oh,
the whole thing goes
okay.
downhill.
We need an elf team. We need an elf name. What about this?
What, lots of elf names, or do you want the list?
No, no. I need an elf for my high elf team. I was thinking Lolathor.
Kill me now.
Yeah, there you go, Lolathor. Right, Lolathor the elf.
How about a capital L? Because that looks like Eolathor. Because most people are educated and use a capital letter for a proper noun, like a name. Oh, Andrew, honestly, have I taught you nothing?
Lolathor.
That's just going to upset me now every time I see this. It's Iolathor that.
No, it's Lolathor. Lolathor.
Oh, okay. Have you got a different head? That one looks a bit like Alison Moye. You see what I mean?
There we go. Yeah, you can have the Zorro face. There we go. Lolathor. Confirm purchases. There we go. Right, so I've bought an extra elf because I like having a more.
It's more like the Riddler out of Batman, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Haunchi wants to come and say hello. You're more than welcome to come on Discord. Absolutely more than welcome to come and say hello. Rubik, welcome to the show. Rubik is one of my Welsh teammates.
Well, Rubik said hello about an hour ago. We did greet him, but
there's no chicken in this.
Rubik, how do you feel about having Andy on the team, given that he clearly is about as Welsh as I'm not?
He's not Welsh either.
Are any of you? Do you all know where Wales is, do you?
We got lost on the way to the English team. Right, there we go. I think the top three finished well on the Welsh team were all English. So it was good.
Honestly.
And a thoroughly nice chap, by the way. A thoroughly nice chap.
That Bingley noise alerts me that Haunchi has joined us in the commentary booth. Haunchi, hello, my friend. How are you?
Hello. I'm pretty good. And you guys?
Yeah, not too bad. Thank you. Not too bad. Apprehensive about this game.
I'm a bit nervous, but well.
What's this one for? I've completely forgotten.
It's OCC MD4, I believe. It is, yeah.
Ah, right. So
yeah.
A important, but B depressing because it's those elves.
Yeah. So, and she's got 490k. Wow. Rubik played Dwarves over the weekend. It was a pleasure to see him not fall asleep at any point. But he played them very well.
I found my experience of giving Dwarves a good run in UK BBL. It was the frustration that you could be doing all the right sort of stuff, and yet no matter what happens, you're always in a hurry to try and get the end zone, just because they're so damn slow.
You'd had a fair bit on Sunday afternoon, Rubik, I think.
Pidpad, Sweden's national treasure. Hashtag number 3. Welcome.
Wow. Okay, so we've got a wizard, 2 bribes, hack and slash, which is a chainsaw, and 1 babe.
I was just going to wait and see if you'd ask me, but I don't think it's going to happen.
What am I asking?
Well, how did I get on this week in OCC and UK Bubble?
I don't know.
Oh, fine.
However, not everyone else does, so...
No, it's fine. It's all fine. I know you don't like asking, because obviously my Immortal Coil team are in the division above these High Elves. I know that's a matter of great consternation.
It's not fucking fair.
It is fucking fair.
wish I had more tackle on this team.
I'm really pleased you don't have more tackle on this team. So I suppose that's evens itself out. I suppose.
Right, so for context, this is actually a mid-table, well, the upper mid-table clash of 5th and 4th. 1 point separates them. And a win tonight would rocket Andy to joint top or Haunchi to third. So all to play for, all to play for. This is game number 4. Nice goals Haunchi's got there as well.
Yeah, not bad, are they?
Brace of agility 4 goals. Very nice.
That's the only thing I have.
Guard on both mummies. Good news.
I mean, that's the third mummy I have, and also got a killer white. I don't know last season, but everything died, so
Blodge on a white's not terrible. That's quite a nice thing to have. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's one of the strengths and one of the weaknesses of Undead in equal measure that you've got a few key players that can really boss the team, and the skeletons and zombies are just there to get in the way and protect the important guys. But then the downside of that is that if you've taken any damage to the important guys, then the whole performance of the team falls off a cliff, doesn't it?
yeah.
Johnny Controletti is demanding a turn 1 fireball. Okay.
That'd be terrible.
Well, it'd be impressive as well, because I don't think there is any... nobody's got a wizard, do they?
Yeah, and she's got one.
Does he? I see 2... Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, sorry.
And fame somehow.
He's got so many inducements and fame. It's difficult to take in all the cards at a glance. Ramaset says, sorry about your white, Haunchi. Was it Ramaset who done for your white?
Could be.
He's sorry. VGP, have a lovely afternoon at the office, dear. VGP, if you want to start coordinating on any of the Champ Ladder streams, bung us a message in Discord, buddy. Oh, held up. Has he got one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Kinder Surprise we've just lost. So much for Blodge, eh?
Yeah, well, and trying to level them as well.
Well, cracking news though for Haunchi though. Star player points and a mummy is absolutely what you want.
Yeah, let's see if the dice are in my favor. I mean, turn 1 was pretty good, I guess.
So far, so
Wow.
good. Oh, he's got a chainsaw. Oh gosh, dear me. Well, he's all right. That's as good as you're going to hope for, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did I tell you I was going to sell my Dyson, mate?
Sell your Dyson?
Yeah, it was just collecting dust.
Oh.
Avalon, Haunchi doesn't have a bribe. He's got 2 bribes, mate. So we can look forward to plenty of Black and Decker action there, I think. Sorry, there was just a silence and I felt the urge to try and fill it somehow.
Huh.
Aardvac says, Andy, make the match more interesting so Zunk doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, fucking hell, that's terrible.
Andy, what do you think about the new pound coins?
You've not got a crappy pun for that as well, have you?
Simple question.
Alright.
I don't like him, but then never did like change. That one, that joke actually won an award.
It did, yeah. It won an award at a comedy festival, didn't it?
It did, yeah. So it's officially good. I just probably delivery skills, perhaps. It's just gone. It's gone virtually silent.
I was thinking. It's yeah. I was thinking. I don't think that was a very good turn for me at all. Actually, I think that was a very, very bad turn from me.
What did you do that for then?
I don't know. I don't think it was a very good turn.
Well, I'll wait till she's finished doing it. But there's something that leaps out at me of like, well, that's what I'd do. I'll share the after.
No, don't. You no need to.
Hello, Simar. Simar points out that, chin up, Andy, that you didn't fail anything, though, so it could have been worse.
Well, this is true. Next Level Painting says, Andy, they're very sweet. Do you play the mini game as well? Yes, I do. Absolutely. A lot.
What?
Play the mini game. He means miniatures, I assume, not the smaller version of this game. So I don't think there is a smaller version of this game.
I was imagining some sort of game involving compact hatchbacks, but too much Top Gear, really.
Yeah, that's very Top Gear. That's very Top Gear. Next Level Painting. As that's your name, I assume you are a painter. What's happening here with the chainsaw?
Yeah, he's going to foul that elf.
Well, I'd rather he didn't. If it's all the same to you.
Super Ian has just got fouled.
Well, I have no idea what to do against this team anyway, so just do something.
Cutting him in half with a chainsaw seems pretty robust plan to me.
No, it's a fucking shit plan. Stop it. Stop it.
It's not working yet, but it surely should if we just keep at it.
No, shush! I'd massively rather we didn't keep trying to chop them in bits. It's not Fred West over here.
It's not a job of 5 minutes, but you know, it won't take all afternoon either. Just persevere.
Well, no, just.
Next Level Painting. Have you seen our link to Geeks Wargaming, which Andy has neglected to add below again? Still,
I might get around to it.
God. If you check our YouTube link, there is a link there to Geeks Wargaming, which is a channel dedicated to tabletop gaming of all sorts, including painting. You might like that. I'd recommend you have a look. Right, now that Haunchi's finished his move, what I was thinking of was because there was pretty much a hole in the middle, is I'd have piled the ball and its cage forwards as far as possible, which end up a little bit further over the halfway line maybe, and just reset up there was the thing that jumped out.
I think I moved the complete distance of the ghoul. Couldn't go much farther.
Yeah, okay. King Winter, Red Bull, Breakfast of Champions. Nothing wrong with that, mate. But honestly, bacon sandwich and a Red Bull will cure pretty much anything. Tiredness, hangover.
Marriage breakup.
Don't kill him.
I'll do. Yeah, there's some good stuff on there. Next level painting.
So we don't need to pile on there because the one bribe's now automatically going to be used minimum to keep that chainsaw around. So I'm although I hadn't used the mighty blow on the injury, let's not wish our luck, so to speak.
Zen Burning, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the program.
There we go, bring him back a little bit. Next level painting, you paint for in the UK, or do you paint outside the UK? Always looking for a good painter, me.
Von Steinberg, welcome back, my friend. The UK BBL League match went great. 2-0 win. Fortune was on our side, though. It was a bit harsh on Precy. Without tackle, managed to beat up a load of blodge. So that was a result. Just played first game of Season 10 Champ Ladder. And that was narrow win, 2-1.
Hang on. Sorry, just need to pause the stream just for a second. Pidpad, thank you very much. And where did you get Dudar Prime from?
The internet.
Yeah, but he didn't have it. That's new.
Well, maybe he wants to watch Black Sails or something. American Gods, or really looking forward to the next season of Grand Tour. Oh, there's Indio, the kitten. We haven't seen him for ages. Boo! Is that not the cutest thing ever?
Yes, Fun Fox. Do you know I read that as a really, really rude thing to start with, and then changed my mind. I thought, no, you just meant decorators.
You finished your decorating, didn't you?
Sort of.
You didn't, did you?
Not really.
And I've stopped nagging you about it now. She's just given up.
Given up, yeah. I mean, yeah, I broadly haven't, to be honest.
Next
Kelly,
level,
look.
thank you very much for choosing to follow. And there's Kelly, the woman I'm to marry.
Dude, he's got the little tick next to his name. So next level painting, you must be a streamer.
Oh, I meant to ask you. I'm guessing you would have told me if the answer was anything other than no. But did we hear any more back from Twitch about the?
Not yet.
No.
Oh no.
The reason we asked viewers is quite a lot of you mentioned over the last couple of months have we gone for applying for the Twitch partner thing so we can get more emotes and streaming high resolution and all that goodness. And the answer was yeah, we did, but didn't hear anything for a while. But
3
whilst
months.
Andy was yeah, all right, don't push it. You still need the decision. Whilst Andy was away, he got an email from Twitch asking for some additional details. So we took that as a positive sign that they were considering our request to join them. So we'll let you know how that turns out. Reagan Smash didn't like Grand Tour. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I thought it was an enjoyable watch. I wouldn't say, look, this is the greatest TV show ever, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. But I'm certainly going to watch the next series. Next Level Painting, yeah, he did. Next Level Painting is doing similar sort of stuff to the Geeks Wargaming fellas with battle reports and all that sort of stuff. I tried watching a couple of those. By the way, whilst you were off, it's quite unless you're into Warhammer 40k, it's quite a hard watch, to be honest. Because I didn't know what the hell they were talking about, but the miniatures look really good. But that's the beauty of stuff like media, though, Crossell, isn't it? That it's subjective. One man's meat, another man's poison. And Kurgle says, Andy, stop chewing the microphone.
Sorry, it's the fan. There we go.
That was pretty nice.
Thanks. I thought that was all right.
Whenever I see 6 elves stood around in a formation like that, you just imagine that they're going to start country dancing any moment. Typical of them.
Vilnich asks, do I know about the bug with KO chainsaws and bribes? No, I don't. Please explain. Next Level Painting, drop a link of your channel in the channel if you wouldn't mind, as I want to check it out when we have stopped.
That's a good question. Lowenhertz, good evening. How are you, old boy?
Ablin, we don't need to hear that sort of chitter chatter.
Yes, shush. Why's gone musid hom? Gone musid hom? God, he had to get through school. Why's he gone quite so far away?
Because the two ghouls one could lend an assist for the other one to hit him, so he doesn't want to get hit. He's only just done his ponytail. Look.
Yeah, good point. And I imagine that he's waiting for the fairy cakes to cool. I mean, just take them out of the oven. He's still got his mitts on.
Yeah.
Were the all your hive catchers devastated when Channel 4 got rid of Bake Off?
Bake Off.
Mel and Sue left, because obviously it was their favourite show. I'm guessing, right?
I think it was actually, yeah. Oh, Yeti has just subscribed with a 3rd month in a row. Thank you very much, Yeti.
Yeti, you are a legend. And if we were making a Kislev team, you said you needed to find a name for the bear.
Oh yeah.
I thought it would be quite ironic because he is actually
is that got chicken
name
in?
on the list is our Yeti. So you've got a bear called our Yeti.
Thanks very much. Dinner has arrived.
More dinner.
Yeah. Well, I only had a little bit of dinner, so I've now got proper dinner. It's got chicken in.
Do you know what? You're like a giant hobbit. You know, it's like third breakfast and fourth dinner.
Well, you know, you have to keep your strength up. I was going to go with something like "You can barely believe this."
You can barely believe this, because that sounds like a name, doesn't it?
Well, no, all right, it doesn't, but it could have been. Could have been.
I mean, but barely believable, but it's still, it's
Unbearable.
It's weak, Andrew. It's weak.
What does he wear? Maybe it's a bearskin.
Have we learned nothing from the Meadow Hall or the
That was a fucking brilliant anecdote. I can't believe you lot didn't like it.
Pidpad says, Andy, have you told the story about Sunday dinner at Euro Bowl?
No, not yet.
Can I guess that Andy ordered dinner and it was really nice, and it was at Euro Bowl? The end.
No,
Is that close?
That's not even remotely close.
Oh, fine. I stand corrected. Take it away. Off you go.
Can't even. No. Oh yeah, they were stupid with the.
No, this sounds quite actually like it might be entertaining. Go on, tell us.
No. Sorry, I'm still thinking. I'm just trying to recover the position.
I'm going to talk to Haunchi instead. How do you feel this is going to Haunchi?
Good question. I think I'm not in a safe position right now, and because of elf bullshit, anything can happen.
I think that's probably a fair assertion. I think losing Hack was upsetting.
So what happened on Sunday night was I'm not really a massive fan of fish. I think it's probably fair to say. Yeah, it's all right, but
most fish, tuna.
Oh yeah, I like tuna. But the rest of them not so much. Like it just.
Would you eat fish and chips or fish fingers?
Oh yeah, like but normal fish. That's fine. What I don't like is like weird fish. Yeah, the stuff that you have to dredge from the bottom of the ocean. No, leave that alone. Stuff that swims around, that's fine.
Where do you think haddock comes from that you get pieced in back to with chips?
No, but you don't have to dredge that out of the bottom of the ocean. That like literally comes out of a net. That's fine.
Which has been
yeah, I get it. It's in the ocean.
Across the bottom.
No.
Go on, pray continue. Don't let me interrupt you.
All right. So anyway, I'm not really a fan.
Happens, don't let me interrupt you.
Frankfurt says exactly. Fish fingers are not dredged from the bottom of the ocean. That's exactly the thing. I know what I meant by that statement. I know it came across as me being a bit of a moron, but I know what I meant.
Unprocessed fish.
Yeah.
If it's been processed and coated in artificially generated breadcrumbs, you're all for it. But if it's actually in a restaurant and cooked, fresh fish, doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't sound a moron. You sound like a Philistine, perhaps, but no. Morons too. So then what happened? You don't like fish.
So I don't.
You're at a restaurant with Pidpad and the rest of the Sweden team?
Yeah. Hang on, I need to concentrate again. Sorry, just a moment.
It's like one of these. It's like watching Prime Suspect, isn't it? It always ends on a cliffhanger. In 3 installments. Tune in next week, folks, to hear the second part of Andy's fish anecdote. Co-starring Pidpad. Also co-starring the Sweden team. Haunchi, quick, change the subject. Where are you from, old boy? I can't quite place your charming exotic accent.
I'm from Austria.
Austria, ausgezeichnet. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen.
I think the only way we're going to get this story told if I do it.
Quite possibly.
Oh, now, for those of you who haven't been watching for the last few months, the voice you now hear is that of Sweden's third favourite son, international Blood Bowl legend, and director of Coca-Cola Championship. Here's Pippa.
Hello. Right, so a bunch of Swedes and Andy, decided to go out and eat on Sunday evening. However, as we had tickets for the food at the hotel we were at, Andy insisted on going there. So it starts out with the starter being a fish dish, actually tuna, but it wasn't very good. So he's excused for not liking that one, not that he tried. Main course, more fish. He didn't even try. Instead, he opted for the vegetarian alternative.
Which was fish.
No, which apparently was overcooked noodles, which he didn't like.
Oh, the noodles were terrible. Oh my god, it's like someone had taken... So the vegetarian option was literally... You know when you get freeze-dried noodles and you have to pour them in water to make them rehydrated? Well, it's like they'd cooked them, but probably inside a dishwasher or something, because they had stripped all flavour off these noodles. Literally, there was no ounce of flavour on them whatsoever.
You know what Portuguese cuisine is famous for, don't you?
What? Stripped fish?
Well, it being surrounded on 50% of the entire border by the
It was
sea.
awful. It was so bad. Like, it was just terrible.
And I've learned that if you just said, I don't eat fish, you would have gotten chicken.
Oh, chicken I like.
See,
But you
now, you could have
specifically-
had chicken piri-piri, because that is a Portuguese speciality as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
he
Oh, no.
specifically asked for the vegetarian alternative, just instead of saying, I don't eat fish.
I didn't really like Nando's, so chicken piri-piri would have been no interest to him whatsoever.
So he got robbed of chicken instead. And then we got the dessert. That he didn't eat either. So, Andy insisted on going up there and he ate absolutely nothing.
Were you a bit peckish?
He was a bit peckish, yes. But knowing the sizes of the portions, I knew this is going to be a good starter. So then we went out to the restaurant. And for some reason, my brother had picked a Chinese restaurant, because that's where you should be eating when you're in Portugal, apparently.
Oh, God.
Well, the food was really good, so no complaints about that.
Okay.
But it still felt a bit silly.
Oh, well.
To be fair, that was a bit of a interesting group my brother went with. A vegan, a vegetarian, and then a guy who has he speaks Chinese. So I think a Chinese restaurant was the only logical thing for them to end up in.
And Geeks Wargaming, good evening, my friend. We've got a blossoming romance in the chat that Geeks Wargaming and Next Level Painting have discovered their mutual love of painting miniatures. So it's lovely that we're able to introduce you two. Sounds like you know each other already.
They might do.
Well, I think they do.
And and after eating, Andy.exe stopped working.
There has been a problem with Andy.exe. Please reboot your machine.
Quite literally as well. He said stuff. It made no sense.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Oh no. You did have chicken piri-piri though whilst you were in Portugal, did you, Andy?
No, they couldn't find any.
It's one of Portugal's signature dishes. Nando's chicken. Originally, Nando short for Fernando, Portuguese.
Whoa,
It's
whoa. No, that doesn't work, does it? Do I take the jump
joke
again?
again?
Do I take the jump up block here?
That's not very Aboriginal, Andy.
Oh dear, that's terrible.
I could tell him a Swedish joke. Pidpad always enjoys that one.
I'm hungry.
Huh? What?
Do you want the Swedish joke?
I can do Swedish jokes. Well, I can't, but yes, I like Swedish jokes.
All right. Chemist shop in Stockholm. Man walks in. Hello, I would like to buy some deodorant, please. Certainly, sir. Ball or aerosol? Neither. I want it for my armpits.
Oh yeah.
Ah, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's probably fallen off his chair laughing, I imagine.
A bit, yes.
I've told you that before, surely. Actually, Haunchi, now that you mention it, I think we have talked about that you live in Austria before.
Yeah, we
Now
talked
you
about that.
mention it. We have talked about that. Yes. Sorry, it's a byproduct of me being really old, apparently, that I forget things.
And good news, Andy. You've been advertised by Kairi on the Swedish Blood Bowl forum.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, nice.
And Broccoli has also posted. I'm not certain that is as good.
It's probably going to carry a little bit less weight, if I'm honest.
Well, if he actually said something useful. Yeah, you weren't involved when we were playing some silly dice game. It ended up with Broccoli selecting 8s on D6s. It did not work out for him.
You haven't. You filthy honestly.
Yeah!
That is really dirty.
Oh, dear.
Oh, someone has borrowed my Euroball dice.
Oh, that's just disgraceful, wasn't it? That was absolutely disgraceful. I'm sorry, I apologise. I apologise now.
But you don't mean it, we know that already.
This chicken's really good. She's done really well there. I'll have to go and say thank you.
Oh, apparently Nando's was actually started in South Africa, but specialises in Portuguese-style chicken with various piri-piri marinades. So, given that you've openly stated that Nando's is by far and away your favourite chain of restaurants, Andy, honestly, I'm devastated that you didn't try.
I couldn't find it. But I couldn't find any. Like, John, honestly, I did think. I'm sure Nando's is supposed to be around here somewhere. But I couldn't find one. Not one Nando's.
You don't go to a Nando's. You go to any one of a million Portuguese restaurants and say, "Can I have piri-piri?"
Well, they didn't have any.
You were seriously looking for that. So if you went to, say, Texas, right, and wanted a really great burger, you'd be there looking for McDonald's. Is that what you think?
No,
Is that what you're
that's
telling
not.
me?
No. That's not. No.
Well, it's the same thing. You are kidding, aren't you? Yeah, he's kidding. He's kidding everyone.
Oh. Now I want to
Potato
surf.
time.
I want to surf the ball. I want to hit the ball carrier, and I want to surf the ghoul.
Well, Ramos said, I think that's possibly a good point. I didn't want to piss on Andy's chips and say that. Instead, putting a positive spin on it, given that he really likes the stuff in Nando's, which, popular chain, no comments there. If he likes that, then trying the genuine article would have blown his mind. That's what I'm saying. So I think it's an absolute tragedy that you've been to Portugal and didn't get to try it. See, Frank's raised the other point that the things that Portugal's famous for, you've got a pork and beans dish called feijoada, which is quite nice. You've got piri-piri marinated chicken. But far and away the most common thing that Portuguese people eat is grilled fish, because fishing's enormous there. And any sort of seaside town that you'll go to, there'll be folks in the harbour grilling fish on a barbecue. Guaranteed. It'd be huge on fish. So if you don't like fish, you're so unlucky that you went there.
Well, they didn't have any.
They might not have had a branch of Nando's, but they definitely would have had chicken piri piri. I mean, Pip had actually even said in the hotel when he was struggling to find any food that wasn't fish, the alternative was chicken piri piri, and he just didn't have it.
No, not piri piri, just chicken.
Okay. Was it not a particularly brilliant hotel?
The hotel was good.
Just the restaurant bit wasn't great.
No, there were small portions, which is a bit of an issue for both me and Andy.
What was breakfast like? Because I used to go to Portugal all the time, and not a big breakfast place. Portugal, you can buy bacon, but it's not like Danish bacon.
I thought the breakfast was rather good. They had everything I want from a breakfast: bacon, scrambled eggs, mushrooms, and then fruit afterwards.
So a lot of travel in Europe when I've had bacon. I'm thinking specifically Sweden, France. The bacon's not the same kind of deal. It's sort of much smaller scraps, and it's not crispy. It's sort of it's not like rashers of streaky bacon that we would just associate as Danish bacon.
I think you'd describe this as Danish. It wasn't very crisp. Well, apart from not being crisp. Well, it was fine.
Fucking hate elves. Just want to say that.
I know, right? Or stimmt, I think is the word I would say there.
And with a rather good view of the
I ate wizards.
fog over the river during the mornings. Well, wizards we like as well.
I didn't think the breakfast was that good actually, because the bacon was weird, bizarre, not very good at all.
But weren't you staying at a different hotel?
Yeah, that might be in the hotel to be fair, because the breakfast the first time I was there in the hotel in Lisbon was all right.
Oh, and there were lots of sweets for the breakfast as well. Lots of
Cakes and things.
donuts and whatnot. That was a bit odd. I'm not one to say no to such things.
I think the Dutch do nice breakfast, sort of, ham, cheese, egg, bread, that kind of stuff. That's good. But yes, frankly, exactly that. I do mean back bacon, yes. Oh no, Gon Mursidholm has been properly injured. Poor Flower. Needs the tackle one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nipper, it was Wizard. Wizard came and did it.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice. It was magic. Not very nice at all.
Now I should obviously have stayed another day, so I could have tried some actual Portuguese food rather than fairly bland things.
Oh, where's that going?
Meh.
Oh, Haunchi hardlines, man. I tend to agree with the chat. English breakfast is good eating. I don't think you don't get many naysayers not liking English breakfast. It's
I like it. And I'm not normally... I mean, the thing is with me and breakfast, bread and such, no. But if I can get proper cooked food, absolutely. I have no idea why.
Bread has a place. I like a bit of toast for just, sliding underneath either the fried or scrambled egg. Destronov says, "What does English breakfast officially contain?" Bacon, egg, toast, sausage, beans, with the core ingredients. Mushrooms often creep in there, but I'm not a big fan of mushrooms personally.
I'll take the
Bacon, egg,
mushroom.
sausage, beans, mushrooms. Sometimes you'll get maybe a hash brown, but that's more of an Americanized thing. The real joy of English breakfast is that it contains absolutely massive quantities of grease. So that if you happen to have a hangover, you do medically feel better if you consume a huge quantity of grease, as it seems to help absorb the alcohol. Black pudding, yeah, that's another feature. I'll eat black pudding, but knowing what it's made of rather puts me off a little bit, so it depends what mood I'm in. Kurgle, I'd normally go toast rather than fried bread, just because of if you go fried bread, it's extra grease and it can just become greased out.
You can keep the beans. I'll take the mushrooms any day.
Well, you see, that's another beauty of English breakfast, that they will quite happily, I'll have the full
Okay.
English whole
dear.
mushrooms or whole
Oh dear.
beans,
Sorry.
Oh, you've killed him, look. Well, at least
I'm used to this.
at least he wasn't one of the expensive ones.
It's not the first ghoul died on this team, so it's okay.
Probably not the last. I'm helping.
Oh, Mipper, I think I'd struggle to get away with that, mate. I think there'd be plenty of books on English breakfasts already. I'm merely a fan rather than an expert. Oh,
He's not dead, that's okay.
a lot of pressure on Andy here now.
Yes.
Andy Darlow's got his oven mitts out. Why is that?
Intercept with the mummy?
Interception.
Oh, well, it's easy to intercept these elves. I know that from first-hand experience.
You're being elfed. No. Oh, that's sickening, isn't it?
Well played.
Thank you very much. Sorry about the ghoul.
Oh, isn't that even the right elf or something?
A bit.
You really called that elf Eldril Hightower? You
Yeah,
chose
he's-
to call him that.
He's got
No
important-
imagination.
He's got no imagination. Yeah.
That's terrible.
I don't see what's wrong with that.
Well,
Is the
because
chat
he's
stopped,
named
by the
after
way?
a star player. It's like calling all your ogres Morgenthorg.
The chat seems to have stopped. No one said anything for 4 minutes.
Stunned at Eldril Hightower. No, it's still going.
It's
Feel like I
stopping.
only have zombies left at the moment.
Oh, we were that close to a barbecue restaurant.
We've actually taken all 4 ghouls out.
Would have been nice to know that before leaving. Ho hum.
Twitch isn't working. I've got no Twitch.
No, me either. Let me start again. Oh dear, Twitch seems to have fallen over. We may be broadcasting to each other, gentlemen.
Well, the actual stream is working. It's the chat that's dead.
Oh, okay.
I've just reopened Chrome and trying to log on to Bravo Twitch and get nothing. Oh, there we go. It's back. Hello, folks. Did we have a break in transmission there?
Outbash by high elf. That's nasty.
Okay. Right, so you guys could hear us for the entire time. We just got we couldn't do anything. It's interesting to see you put the mummies on the line of scrimmage there, by the way.
Oh, Andy, Duran, thank you very much for the host, my friend. Appreciate it, buddy.
Right,
Did-
and now I will complain once about Euroball and then be done with it. I played Necro. I finished tied 25th for most casualties inflicted. My net casualties, -8.
That's quite poor, Ped.
I took 21 casualties during the tournament. Cost 13.
It's not very good, that.
No. And I am going to use that as an excuse for my results that I'm not pleased with, which was 2 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. But considering my opponents, all 5 of them finished in the last 20, it's not good.
Hi, Roller Benson. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the programme. Oh, Johnny Controletti tried to post an elaborate meme about elven faces after scoring a touchdown, but interruption in the chat didn't get it through. Oh, mate.
Oh, no.
Sorry about that.
Alright, but I've done my part in retelling the Sunday dinner story.
Thanks, Ped.
Oh, there's 2 dice there.
So I leave this to Blood Bowl again.
See you in a bit, buddy.
I put the mummies on the LOS because I think they're too slow anyway against high elves, so
2 dice.
There's no clause, so there's a reasonable argument for that.
I think Lolathor is going to throw the ball. Lolathor!
I mean, for me it's a training match anyways because it's the first time I play really high TV high elves, so
Oh, okay.
They've got this team's got one standout player in the Death Star dodging Alderaan, but the rest of them aren't really all that special. I'm wondering where's all the TV live with these elves, Andy? Is that they've all got a few skills? Is that what's
Yeah,
coming?
they've all got a few skills, is the problem.
What the team lacks is an agility 5 elf somewhere, ideally on a fast one.
Yes.
But Alderaan is a surprisingly good elf. Yeah, Fantfox, Lolathor. I think that's where Andy was going with that. I don't think he'll recapture the magic of Lolthagors, though.
Lolzagor. He was a great elf.
He was a baseman, wasn't
Yeah, Beastman, yeah. Also, Romaset leading most amount of passes and touchdowns. Just saying. It seems to get glossed over when we talk about this team. They've scored 5 touchdowns more than anyone else in the entire league, and they've scored 45 passes more than anyone else in the entire league.
Some of which were forwards.
Yeah, 2 of which went forwards, yeah.
Yeah. What's the negative yardage on the aggregate?
Am I leading in wins, Exol says. Well... I think I'm leading in wins for High Elves, maybe. If that's the thing.
Mackie, didn't see you creep in there, mate. Welcome back. Good to see you, pal.
the thing is, I didn't play a lot of high TV games anyway. I started this game 1 year ago, so
Okay.
still getting used to high TV games.
You're playing okay, mate. You're being a bit elfed. Is the story of the first half. It's stuff that elves will do, and it's quite difficult to stop. Fluffy Burrito, good evening, old boy. This is an Coca-Cola 2A game. We've just played a game of Season 10 Champ Ladder, the opening game of whatever the hell we called the Chaos Team. What were they called? Alphabeti?
Alphabeti Spaghetti?
No, wasn't Spaghetti.
Oh, I don't know then.
What were they called? We've just played them, you know.
Alphabeti.
Them.
There, yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
The Chaos Team played their first game and joyously picked up 19 star player points and won. So, perfect start, Chaos. Alphabeti Machete, that's it. How could I forget that? That was very funny. Alphabeti Machete won their first game in Champs Ladder, but no, this is Coca-Cola Championship with everybody's favourite team, the High Elves. Oh god! Just as I was bigging them up there, Andy Darver, the catcher, falls over his own feet. Typical elf.
I didn't want to.
He was too busy waving at the crowd, wasn't he? He's had his teeth done. He's got veneers in. Nobody's got that white a smile.
Oh shit!
I bet he has. Vain bastard. Did you notice earlier, by the way, how I was sharing my in-depth knowledge of youth culture, that it got absolutely no traction whatsoever in the chat? My opening conversation for Leafy and Rice Gum and iDubbbz, absolutely nothing. Nobody interested.
I mean, I watched Leafy sometimes.
He's abhorrent, isn't he?
Boom in the face.
I think it's cool for 13-year-old boys or something like that, but
This was pretty much what I did used as well. That was the market. But there's those two blonde.
Oh,
I'm
look.
not allowed to mention anymore.
Lolathor is careless. Lolathor won't survive more than one game.
See, again, mention it again, nothing. And I can't talk about the two blonde fellas anymore because I get a load of crap talking about that. So, I mean, you know, how do you win? How do you become a sort of a grown-up but in touch with what the kids are watching? You know,
I don't know.
it's impossible. It's the impossible dream.
I want to just ask, Hellboy, were you at Eurobowl? Obviously, we all know Weewar was at Eurobowl. We don't know if Hellboy was.
Well, Weewar's not here for our returning show, so he's dead to me.
Well, he's still there.
Oh, he's still in Portugal.
Yeah, he's still there.
Fluxema says, "Don't bother, pointless." What? Trying to sort of seem a little more in touch with the zeitgeist. Do you think I'm on a hiding to nothing, or do you just mean specifically don't bother watching what the kids watch on YouTube because it's absolutely terrible?
Oh, the chainsaw didn't chop someone down. Chainsaw is going to be dead.
please kill him. He disappointed me.
See, I was playing against a chainsaw this week in Coca-Cola. Geiger had one against my Immortal Coil team. Bugger all, absolutely terrible. Steak Mittens, hello mate, how are you? Good to see you, pal.
Always nice to see Mittens with kittens.
No, this is Steak Mittens. No kittens involved.
Still thinking they're the same person.
I actually think they are. I think they're the same person. I think.
But we've spoke to them both at the same time, so unless he's got two accounts simultaneously, that's not true.
Ooh, broken armor without using Mixty Blow.
Boing.
Yeah.
He's fine. But stunning him is pretty important because he's got the talent to be able to have off with the ball there, so good. Yeah, Fluxstream, I did largely reach that conclusion. Yeah, pretty much. What is different though is that when we were kids, although came from pretty good family backgrounds and we had a pretty good time. What we didn't have was several Lamborghinis and multi-million-dollar incomes because we had YouTube. I think that's the bit that really rankles. That you've got somebody who's basically 20 years ago we'd have classed them, as a bit special and possibly locked them up. Now massively successful. It just seems so unfair. Oh, no, he's all right. Whoa, that was close. Being very rough today, Andrew.
Yeah, I feel bad about it.
Yep, Squiggy, you're a bit early on the F there. Cancel that F. Do you know, Fluxstreamer, that is a good analogy. Except, I mean, if you think about shock jocks, the original ones like Howard Stern's actually pretty funny. Whereas, people like Rice Gum and that, they're not funny. They're just kind of tragic. And you think, how are you popular? Why do young children look up to you as, because to me, you're just a terrible human being. Anyway. And music today. There's no tune, is there?
No.
Kidding. I quite liked iDubbbz Fluxstreamer. I thought he was pretty good. But then a lot of iDubbbz's funny content is taking the piss out of the other ones I just mentioned. So. What I did see on the internet that seems very popular, Andy, and I think you should consider this for the sake of the growth of the channel, is maybe would you consider doing the show in your bra and pants and leaning forwards into the camera if folks sub? That seemed to be a thing. I don't know if it would work, to be honest.
Well, I could ask. Depends how much money we're talking about here. I mean, to be honest, we'd like to go on holiday again, so I'm shameless.
They seem to get a lot of viewers. Sanchez, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the programme. And Fluxstreamer, how did you manage to last 5 minutes watching Leafy before you concluded it was bollocks? I didn't even watch him. I watched iDubbbz take the bits and thought, yeah, that looks like bollocks. I think I'll leave that alone.
Oh dear. Right, where should we kick it? I think just sort of over here, really. All praise. I see your name, by the way, Haunchi. The team. I think of yogurt. I don't know why. I think of frozen yogurt.
That's the plan.
Why?
Oh, okay. Frozen yogurt. Frozen Yombi.
Oh, the team name, because I think you meant Haunchi. Because Haunchi is a panther god, I think, of the Aztecs. We were talking about this the other day. Is it Aztecs?
Yeah, it's a god of the lizardmen. So from Warhammer. Lizardman god, and I think, yes, a panther or jaguar or something like that.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
Rama, I would advocate kicking shallow against all elf teams all of the time, almost irrelevant of what team you are. And the reason for that is because you don't want them to have the ball 3 or 4 squares from their end zone. You want it near the halfway line, so you can go put some pressure on it. More so if you're playing as an elf team, because then what you can then do is if you get a blitz, you might be able to get under the ball and steal it. So I would always argue shallow, assuming you've got a kicker.
That applies not just to if you're playing as the elf team, but also if you're playing as a fast team. So the same applies if you've got skinks, gutter runners, whatever.
Now I would ordinarily be keeping shallow against this team, but the reason I'm kicking long is because I want to see if we can maybe separate the team out a little bit and run some players in the middle. But at 2-0 up, with the game being, it's not done, but I've got a commanding lead. I want the drive to be longer, and therefore I'm kicking deep.
Mackey's mentions deep kicks help slow down one-turn touchdowns. True, absolutely. They'll also completely kill off a throw teammate touchdown if you kick it deep enough. The other application of deep kicks being a winner is if you're playing against dwarves or anything really slow, but obviously dwarves being the slowest, because if you can separate the ball from the rest of the team, happy days. That was insightful punditry, Zunk. Thank you, Andy. I thought so.
It was very good. I was just reading what Namanti was writing there.
Hello, Namanti. How are you, buddy?
That fucking chainsaw. Oh, it's just killed its... Oh, no, it hasn't killed itself, but it's chainsawed its own face off.
Yeah,
He's not having a good game, Hack, is he?
he never has.
I don't think that's his usual chainsaw. I think he's hired that one from, one of them tool high places.
He just don't want to live on this planet anymore. Too much elves, too many elves, I guess. That's the correct term.
I don't know, I think you can never have too many elves.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know. I think it's important that you treat all elves fairly. Equally, even. Lolathor. Up you get, pal.
Aren't you glad you gave him a capital L, though? Yeah.
I think he is.
Well, otherwise he'd have been just referred to as Iolathor, that the name on the back of his shirt he'd there sort of every time look at it.
He wouldn't be called Iolathor. He's called Lolathor.
Lowercase L in this font looks like a capital I.
Lolathor. Friday, Ramoset. Friday.
Have you updated the thing?
Not yet. I will.
Not yet.
Just haven't got around to it yet.
Will. Maybe.
Well.
Well, no, you turned up on time, so that was a big plus. Aurelius, g'day, buddy. How are you? Good to see you. The next few shows are Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday night, Tuesday night. General rule of thumb, Rama said that the slower your opponent, the better a deep kick is. That's probably fair, is that, Andrew?
Mm-hmm.
You don't often get to see piling on high elves, do you? So I suppose that's something we've got to thank Elder on for.
Yes, Gruff, that is very true.
He's got a new frock look.
What? Me?
Alderon. No, Alderon's got a new frock.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, I don't see the price tag. Must have been a sale on it, Dorothy Perkins.
Even beat. He worked hard for that.
Statements, you're welcome. It's reasonably common parlance up in the northeast as well. Hello, buddy.
I feel like you're just hitting me now. This is mean.
Lolathor's getting a punch in the chops. Oh, he's alright.
Lolathor.
Conde, that's a not unusual, mate. Oh,
Oh,
dear.
oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Didn't want that to happen. Oh, he's agility 4 as well. He's embarrassed. He's let himself down. He's let the fans down. He's let the team down. Conde says whenever he tries to pressure the opponent's backfield, they all seem to run past him. Any advice? If you're going to pressure a ball with multiple players, there's always an element of stick or twist that you're basically gambling that you'd be able to get the ball off them. And it can leave you short if they do get past you. Broad tips when you advance is have a screen of 3 or 4 players with 2 squares between them, so you're covering the maximum ground with the fewest number of people. Oh, Frank, who's not your buddy? Are you falling out with somebody? What's the matter, mate?
I think you've knackered all the ones I would like to score with.
Oh dear, what a shame. First world problems. Sorry, Frank. I do like South Park, but I've not volumetrically watched it. So I've missed that one. Thanks for filling me in, though, mate.
I don't think I can stop you at this point.
Do you know what? I think you might be right. The fact that the crowd very kindly basically passed the ball to Arastian and said, "There you go. Hope that's not too far for you to reach all the way down to your ankles where the ball's sitting." Bit of a gift, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that was rather kind.
It's not fair, really, is it?
Well. Lolathor falling over again.
Weak sauce.
Honestly. Ah, well.
Given that where the ball went, though, there's not
Oh,
huge amounts of danger on it. I mean, obviously, Brain Noah could have a go, but
well, there's there is a 1 dice going searching for a POW, and there is potential for 2 dice if we take the dodge the guard white away.
dodging 2 go for it, so.
Yep. Andy, why do I have a carpenter in my room? What do you mean?
Hello, Bobface. They're all asking, is Ava doing the hoovering?
Oh, yeah, that is.
Can't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
It's 'cause-
Discord's not picking up, but when I turn the stream on, yeah, you can totally hear it.
Okay, hang on a sec. I love you,
Oh,
but
Vance, look, when you've got a girl who's hoovering your house, just let her get on with it. Shh, just leave her alone.
I'm not going to go and beat her. She's back.
Ball.
Oh, and the POW! And the POW!
Oh, lucky bounce.
And you've had off with it. My ball. He's chainsawed himself again.
Oh,
Great chainsaw.
it's too big for him. That's the problem. He needs one of them little ones, like a goblin-sized chainsaw, not one of them big hulking jobs. Hello, Pyro. Yeah, that's very good. My starter chainsaw. Something by Fisher Price. Yes, that would be sensible, wouldn't it? Something more size appropriate. My first chainsaw. God. Sounds like some sort of serial killer vlog, doesn't it? My first chainsaw. Insufficient.
Mm.
Have another go. He'll have off the ball if you don't. Oh, weak.
Andy,
Oh.
did you already face the dwarf team?
No, not yet.
He's looking forward to that.
Yeah, I've still got that little treasure trove to come soon.
Dear God, that's King Winter. That's amazing. Apparently, starter chainsaws for children exist. That he got his
No.
cousin's kid one for his 3rd birthday, and it takes 4 AA batteries. What? So you can chop down like small shrubberies and origami trees. Aren't those the Aldar? I think they take the Type D batteries, don't they? The really big ones. Not that, no. So how pleased was your cousin then that you got his kid a chainsaw? Couldn't you have just done something traditionally annoying like a trumpet? Parents really enjoy that, don't they, when the kids get bought trumpets?
No, they don't.
Oh no, they don't.
No, that's shit.
It serves you right for having kids, doesn't it?
I haven't got any yet.
Well, no, I'm not saying you personally. I'm saying generally, so people like
Okay.
drain on the nation, cluttering up the place. You ruining YouTube for people. See, Aldar's got the right idea. Drum set for a nephew.
Fucking
Perfect. Drum set, fantastic. Or a chemistry set, or paints. They're good as well.
Chemistry paint set.
Well, you get both. They're 2 separate things. But there's always Christmas, isn't there?
Oh my god.
Now, steady on. Oh, he's proper dead. His head's come right off. Dear.
Your elves don't like the undeads.
Quite rough, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, now, has the right elf become Eldril Rondon?
He can't get there. He's gonna.
Not this turn, he can. Oh, right, you're going for. Right. Okay. Hello, Marsum. It's going very well. The elves are beating up the undead, which is a bit upsetting the form book. It's basically Alderan's a one-man undead destroying machine. that the only dangerous elf on the entire team is putting in a shift today. I mean, the only chink of good news in the darkness is that at least the dead ones are just zombies. You know, it's not like we lost anybody really expensive. Bobface, sleep well, old boy. Thanks for popping by.
Well, the Blood Shoehand school is also dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay. That happens. It's the ghoul.
Richard T says the Eye of Sauron is pleased. It does look quite chuffed, doesn't he? He's got that little glint.
It's 24 degrees in here now. It was 22 when he first got switched on.
So you're playing in the
So
blazing spotlights.
Let's try this again. Maybe now I can do something.
Okay, high kick. What's the thing?
Yeah.
Merzem, what happened? Who do you follow football wise?
Scotland, didn't it?
Yeah, but they didn't do badly this week. They didn't just play, did they? I thought they'd already got knocked out. Like, you can't be disappointed with Scotland. Oh, Lolathor got himself knocked over again and stunned.
Polish Power, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the show. I'm taking a wild guess that you're from Poland, as is Andy's girlfriend, the
She
lovely
is, yeah.
Ava, who is frequently featured on the programme.
Oh, Rangers. Oh, right. Okay, that's also very disappointing, probably. Okay, so we need to try and put some pressure on and see if we can squeeze out the ball again. So dirty player goes and marks dirty player. So we have a little dirty player off.
Disgusting.
That doesn't sound right, that does it? Get the catches around the back. Oh, you live next to the stadium? Okay. There's a few people in the channel who clearly live in the UK. You guys should come to a tabletop tournament at some point. It's not heavy breathing. Sorry, it's not. It's the fan. Sorry, the Eye of Sauron. It is also an air conditioning unit.
It's not. It's fan. It's air conditioning unit.
Well, it sort of conditions air, doesn't it? Sort of.
Well, it's also a disembodied representation of pure evil, of course. There's that, but it's also a fan, a thermometer, and a clock. It does everything really. The Eye of Sauron, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It conditions air. Yeah, it asks it nicely. Interesting where the ball is going to go. You go to most of the Scottish events. Oh right, okay. Do you know a lot of the Scottish national team? We played them over the weekend. Played Garrick, I think it is. Oh, you're going to Telford? Oh, right, Geeks. Sorry, it's someone else. Right, okay. What type of tabletop? Blood Bowl tabletop. I assume that's a Saturday. Probably could pop by. I did Mars him, yes. Yeah, he was a nice chap. He's very good. Okay, right, can we get the ball back? That is the question. If that is the question, what is the answer?
Well, Alderan's all snafu'd up, so he can't do it.
Good point. So that gets us a route through.
You're having a good rub of the green today, aren't you?
We are. In a second. So.
Geeks Wargaming is off to Telford on November the 11th for a NAF tournament. He'll send you the details. Geeks, we had any progress with your colleagues as to when you want to try Andy popping round?
I don't really want to move you.
Just reminded me when I saw you there.
Is there anywhere you could go?
Grindle says, hello Andy, hello chat. Grindle, you are dead to me. Hello, mate. Welcome back. Hi, Grindle. Righto, Geeks. Cheers, mate. Oh, not another one. Please be alright. Come on. At least he's okay. Oh, T, if you do fancy tabletops, Andy knows I have a lot of folks who've got spare teams, and lending folks teams for tabletops is a very common thing. So if you want to drop him a Discord message, if you want to pursue that, he can almost certainly hook you up. Aurelius, I know that the elves are taking the piss, aren't they? Poor innocent undead didn't know they were this. Oh,
I've had massively had the rub of the green today.
you can't really complain there, can you?
I think it'd be unfair to complain.
Regarding the transport side of things, T, I couldn't begin to advise there, bud. But certainly in terms of loaning folks tabletop teams, that's definitely not a problem. I believe I've heard Andy mention it multiple times before.
Absolutely. If someone said, "Oh, I want to play such and such tabletop team," you just go and all you need to do is you need to speak to someone beforehand, and we'll sort you out with a team. Yeah, don't turn up on the day, but do talk to us. Yes, you absolutely can.
Inshire Heroes, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the show.
That's a very miniatures type name. I like that one.
Well, GG.
Indeed. Thank you very much for the game. I think I've been rather lucky on that one.
Haunchi, I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think you got horribly diced there, man.
It was fine. It's a bit TV difference and everything, so it's Blood Bowl, so I'm okay with this.
That's a very healthy attitude, mate.
That was good. 1921.
Blimey, 28 points. That really went phenomenally well. That everything fell into place. But particularly, I think the thing that if I was Haunchi and that would rankle is the fact we got beat up by a bunch of elves. That would
Kinda expected that.
Yeah, but they're elves.
Yeah, but they're elves. No, like
Yeah, but that killer blitzer.
On paper, yeah, but I mean, look, when the moon comes out, or even a large cloud, he's there culling or ball in tears. He's terrified that the Death Star's going to get him.
oh dear. So he did have a good game. He did have a good game. He's had a good season, to be fair.
In Shy Heroes, it's funny you mentioned that. He says he likes watching Blood Bowl whilst he paints figures. in a way, I do the same thing. That I treat it a bit like Twitch streams, a bit like the radio. That I'll tend to put a Twitch stream on when I'm supposed to be applying for jobs. But then after about half an hour, I get bored with applying for jobs and just start interacting with the chat. And then remember what I'm supposed to be doing, apply for a few more jobs, and then back to the chat.
Yeah. Well, it's good. All right. Let's have a quick look and see who we've got next in this division.
I suppose I should offer you congratulations for managing to win a game with High and Bloody Mighty. But my heart's with Haunchi here. I think he got robbed.
1,500 orcs next week.
Oh, well, at 1,500, there hopefully won't be a complete tackle fest.
Three tackle.
That's quite a lot.
No runner. Oh. Well. So
no killer though. Two mighty blows, but no piling on killer. No dirty player line orc. Baby black orcs.
Yeah,
that's not terrible. That could be worse.
Yeah, that could be worse. That could absolutely be worse. So right, what are we doing for the rest of the week? So Friday night will be more Blood Bowl.
Do you want me to reel off what you told me that I stuck in this calendar?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, go on.
Okay. Friday night at 7 o'clock UK time is Andy's OCC game. No, it isn't because we've just played it early. At 9 o'clock UK time is my OCC. Then on Saturday morning, we are playing Warhammer.
Yep.
Total War. Sunday night, the big show features Andy's UK BBL game. Then on Tuesday, we've got the UK BBL FA Cup. And then, although Andy's not sure about this one, you did tell me that on the Wednesday you've got Rebel. And Wednesday is not our day, so do double check that. And if you can shift it, I would. Because we don't want to take the piss out of our arrangement with Sage, if possible.
Yeah, no, indeed. We will be
that one I've got
moving it.
down as Rebel. So, Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday night.
Oh, it's not
Tuesday
Rebel.
night.
It's not Rebel. It's Ceremal's thing. That's what it'll be. Let me find the Ceremal thing. I'll move it.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. There's also one other thing which I'm going to try and get arranged, which will be the vampires playing against the lizard men. I'm going to try and book that in for Sunday evening as well. But I'm still yet to confirm that. So we might well have the season 9 playoff game on Sunday evening as well. We will go live on Sunday at around about 5 o'clock UK time, which is 4 o'clock UTC.
Correct.
Yes, I got it right. This is all available on YouTube, which has been linked a few times. So if you've not seen it there, go and check it out. Other than that, thank you very much to everyone here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for warm, bubbly milk and a story. I'd like to thank Haunchi for joining us. Pidpad earlier, likewise. Andy, lovely to have you back and wonderful seeing you all again. Look forward to seeing you Friday night.
Indeed. Right, I will just quickly host up another streamer